you say hoodwinked, Michael Jaafar. You've been watching this trial every day of those 31 days now. Tell me more about that. What did you expect to maybe come out in closing arguments or at the end of the evidence?
I feel very hoodwinked, and I'll tell you why. Defense attorneys, they use the media to spotlight and to bring up the specter of conspiracy. They brought it up. They spent, since last March, so over a year, they've been telling people there's a conspiracy, there's a cover-up. The prosecution had the case for 7-8 weeks. The defense had the case for 2 days. They never brought up a single witness to prove a conspiracy, right? The people protesting on the courthouse steps were not protesting because it's impossible for the blunt force trauma of a car going at 25 miles an hour to kill a person. That's not why they were protesting. They were protesting because they were lynched up they were ratcheted up by the defense to say there's a cover-up. That's why they were there. That's why they were protesting, because they thought there was a cover-up. They thought the Massachusetts State Police, they thought the Alberts, they thought this whole thing was a conspiracy. That's why they were protesting, not because it's impossible to die from an injury of that sort, or the injuries were not consistent. That's not why they were there. So I feel hoodwinked. I feel that they spent the better part of a year and a half telling people and ratcheting up the anxiety and the specter of a conspiracy. I feel like when it was their turn to take the case, they didn't bring up a single witness to say, hey, Brian Alpert disappeared for a couple of hours that night. I didn't know where he was, right? They just cross-examined. There was a butt dial here. There was a dial. Why did you delete your phone? I feel a little hoodwinked, to be honest with you, because it was just too much. The lead-up was too much in comparison to what we saw. What we saw was a great defense, by the way. Don't get me wrong. It was a really good defense. It's the type of defense you would bring up. I just feel a little hoodwinked. I feel I came into this case waiting to see a drama, a saga, a future Netflix.
I wanted a longer defense case. That's what it is. We only had 2 days of defense witnesses. We do have to hit a break.